Hello, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Book Writing. My name is Dave Thompson, aka, as I said earlier, excuse me, as I said earlier to Davina, I was calling myself Mr. Black on account of the fact that you can't see my eyes. It was a very, very childish joke. Anyway, I'll say hello to everyone. Hi, everyone. Dave here with Davina. This is the first time we've done this episode. This week in book writing, it's an opportunity for us to share with you some of the awesome stuff that's happened in book writers this week, some quick tips, some hot tips, and hopefully some insights as well about how to write, publish, and launch an inspirational best-selling book. If you don't know Davina Davidson, what are you even doing? Davina is our publishing manager. We call her the Oracle because she is an intuitive business coach. She just knows stuff. So Davina, how does it feel to be on This Week in Book Writing? I've literally
amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So exciting.
Davina, I'd love to just start off this episode by just want to share a few insights with some people about some of the books that we've just done recently. And I'd love for you to get your input as well as I just share these books. Because I think one of the questions that people ask is, should I put myself, like my photo, on the cover of a book or not? And so I'd love to just go through a bit of the thinking behind that. And I'd love you to chime in with whatever gold comes through. So just want to share two books with you that we've done recently. One is Sam Higgins' Visionary: Adventures in Expanded Perception. So obviously Sam is not on the cover of this book. So that's one of them. The other one that I just want to highlight is by Deirdre Siriani. And this one is called Turn Your Light On. Wake up to the truth of who you are and who you are meant to be. So Deirdre is obviously on the front cover of this book. And I just want to talk about why you would put yourself on the cover or not. Well, firstly, if brand awareness of who you are as an author, as an identity, as a personal brand, if that's important to you, then I would consider going on the front cover. Secondly, if you've got an amazing photo, then I would also consider that to be another positive reason to go on the cover. And, you know, another reason that often comes up is some people just, the reason they're doing their book is because they've been hiding in the shadows. You know, they're the best kept secret in their industry. They're hiding, and being on the front cover, there is no hiding. So I don't know if you want to drop in anything, Davina, about what, like, your thoughts about going on the front cover or not, of what you've seen, because you're a master at covers. You've seen heaps of them. And I guess, would you say it's more, I mean, I know the way you operate, you tend to get intuitive hits about what's appropriate or not for people. Yep. So what would you say to this?
And the other thing is too, you know, like some people, like you said, it is a hiding thing. So for them, the biggest catalyst for them to move them forward and, you know, claim in the claiming part of it is for them to, you know, push their edges and go on the front, you know, and be seen in that light. For other people, and I think this is the important distinction, is it about you personally or is it about the message? So I know for Sam, it was definitely about the message. It wasn't about her personally. And it wasn't about, you know, identifying with a particular,
brand or brand awareness of
medical model or a specific type of thing. It was just bringing awareness to different perceptions, right? And it was more about the message rather than the actual brand awareness as such. For Deirdre, it's definitely different because it's like maybe an authority piece and very much a brand awareness piece. And I know she's also doing another book, but I'm interested to see whether she'll actually be on the front of that one or not. And going one step further, so Samantha Brunskill, she's on her third book, but on the first two books, she is on the cover, but on the third book, she's actually not, because there's been a shift after the first two books. So the focus is off her, and now it's more on the message for the third book.
Awesome. So just to wrap up, what I, if we were to summarize, the question is, as a prospective author, should you go on the cover or not? The answer depends on what your purpose is and what your priorities are. And that can change book to book.
Yep.
Love it, love it, love it. Davina, we're going to keep this rolling. Do you have any shout outs that you'd like to make to maybe people in our community, or any shout outs of any nature?
Shout. Talk about put me on the spot. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Give me a sec, because
all right, while you're thinking, I'll give a let people know of some cool stuff that's happening at Inspirational Book Writers coming up. So a couple of things. You guys might have seen that I am writing 2 books at once. One is called The Deeply Rich Life. The other is called Book Launch Success Secrets. Now, what I've done is I've already opened the pre-launch Facebook group for that. So essentially what I'm doing in this free Facebook group, it's free for you to join, is you get to watch me as I go through my book writing process, as I go through the writing, the publishing, and the launching. I'm completely open book in that group. I'm sharing with you everything from like the emotional freakouts of like, oh, is anyone even going to read this, to the deeper thinking and the strategy behind doing what I'm doing. So already a stack of people have joined that. The first vlog, video log of that has already dropped in the group. So please join that if you want to watch my own process in action. Second thing to let you know of is that we have coming up 24th of August, we've got our free book writing kickstart workshop. So if you are someone who's got a book idea and you are ready for it to be kickstarted, this is the workshop for you. We are going to be taking you through our proprietary book map game plan process, so that we will look at the purpose, vision, message, structure, and a whole stack more, so that by the time you leave that session, you will be crystal clear on where your book's heading. That is coming up 24th of August at 11 a.m. Brisbane time. I'm going to put the link below so that you can register for that if you wish. And third thing that I want to let you know, and then we'll throw it to you, Davina, for the shout outs, is the Book Writing Accelerator is back, and it is here the 3rd to the 6th of October. So what this is, 23 places only, 23 places. That's it. We want to go really deep, really intimate. It's for people that want to get their book done. Sometimes people go, can you get a book done in 4 days? Well, it's happened. I did it myself. I've done it multiple times. A stack of our clients have done it. Davina's done it. Davina wrote a book while facilitating a workshop and making the food and book coaching. Holy Batman. So it's so possible, especially when you step into the creative vortex that is the accelerator. And if you want to be part of that, I'm going to put the details below. It's from the 3rd to the 6th of October. We have a stack of pre-work and preparation to get you in the spot, in the zone. 23 spots only. It's going to be an amazing group. We're bringing a real campfire experience where each person is fueling the flames of creativity that we all bring to the table. I am so excited about the quality of the books that are going to come through there. I think it's just, that's what I feel when I tune into it. Just so accelerator. Davina, do you have some shout outs?
Actually, yeah, I want to shout out.
You do? Amazing.
I do. I want to shout out Jean
Sheehan,
because she's currently doing her 6th book with us, and she was talking about maybe doing the 7th at the accelerator, perhaps, maybe. So I want to shout out Jean, and I also want to shout out Misha.
Oh, yes, Misha Frankel.
I love Misha. I want to be like Misha when I grow up. She's like, I'm not going to actually say her age, but she's one of our
she's awesome. Let's just say that.
One of our senior book writers. And she is amazing the way she just shows up and takes action like a boss, does not let technology or anything get in her way. She finds a way and makes things work at her age to be doing all of the techie stuff that she's doing, and podcasting and all of the different things. Like, I don't even still know how to do some of those things. So big shout out to Misha.
Love it. Yeah, those are some great shout outs. And you know what? That's what we're doing here at Book Writers, is we're breaking barriers. You know, we're not letting limits stay in our way. I think people think that books need to take years. They don't. People get limited by all sorts of things. Like I did some live streams earlier this week about how school conditioning can limit us and go, oh, well, your teacher said you're not a good writer or you failed English. It's like in book writers, that does not matter because we have stacks of people. English is their second, their third language. They get books done. People never pass high school English. They get books done and they're a hit. So we're really breaking through barriers. We're really breaking down limitation. And I think Misha is an awesome, awesome example. So thank you for bringing that up, Davina.
You're never too old to write a book.
You never are. And you're never too young either. Your son, Max, has got a couple to his name as well, doesn't he?
Correct. And he's 6 when he wrote his first book. So there you go.
Love it. All right. Well, we're going to round out there. Oh, final thought, guys. Final thought for quick tip from me. Actually, we're going to do 2 more things. I'm going to extend this episode slightly. 2 more things. I want to shout out to the book launches coming up in September. Misha Frankel, 3rd of September. Derek Stroken, 3rd of September. Lindsay Gordon, 5th of September. And Kathy Suave, 16th of September. So got lots of launches coming up. And my final quick tip for the first episode of This Week in Book Writing is, it's actually a line from Jean, who you just mentioned. If you're in your head, you're dead. And if you're in your heart, you are smart. If you've been overthinking your book, stop it. Get in your heart. Things manifest faster when you're in your heart. That's when they flow. And I know that might seem like a bit of like woo-woo sort of book writing tip, but honestly, people want to know how you get books done in a week. Get in your heart. Get out of your head. Get in your heart. We're going to round out there. Davina, thank you so much for being here. This week in book writing, we're going to make this a regular thing. Had heaps of fun today, Davina. And any final thoughts before we round out?
Nope, not today.
All right. Thanks, team. We'll see you soon.